Hey everyone, this is Gus again. I swear, I'm trying to do this. I'm not sure what is just happening with this, but I will try. I will try to know what is happening with this. Okay, it looks like I have a decent speed right now. I'm just don't know what I did. Okay, anyway, well, welcome again. Please, uh, please forget my please forget my how can I say it? Please forget my my 3 attempts to the charm. I will leave in this something in my settings was so creepy. I don't know what's happening, but something in my settings was like it was rejecting my graphic card. That happened. I don't know. It's good for gaming, but anyway. Let me do this, but I'm not sure about this. But what I'm trying to do right now is try to focus myself and very good lights. So yeah, let me put this. Yeah, that looks better. Well, anyway, welcome again to my uh, little place where we are going to do some concept art. So let me remind you what this is channel about. Again, this is about concept art. I'm so sorry. It's been 3 times that I'm trying to do this and finally I have a decent, really decent speed. I mean, pretty good. But I'm not sure what I just lost or what was this about. But anyway, I hope you guys can help me out and do something. Let me see. Oh yeah, let me go to my your references, and let's open Mouserakawa. Come on, girl, open Mouserakawa. But she doesn't open. Oh, now it's opening Mouserakawa. Yeah. So I'm gonna put here this is my pure ref, and also, well, let me tell you something. I'm about to, and I'm gonna log in anyway, and my Clicker Studio Paint. And well, I'm gonna put my name on the Clicker Studio Paint collaborators because I'm actually using a lot of Clicker Studio Paint, like like a lot. And something that by the way, I'm gonna put my chat here, and I need to know, guys, if you are hearing me good, if you are watching me good, is I'm focused enough, because I don't have a huge one of these huge screens when I see myself, and I have my remote control for the streaming, but that is the problem when you are just not facing you are facing your camera, but you are not facing your monitor, so you are not you don't know. So well, anyway, um, good thing that I have decent speed. I cannot believe that I have a bad speed because I am paying 1 gigabyte per second. That's what I said, 1,000 megabytes. And yeah, I have that speed, and I don't know what it wasn't. Receiving you to the enough frames and the other programs. It turns out that one of my settings was so messed up that they didn't work. But anyway, so let's put for the record and what we're gonna do right now. We create a concept character, which is nothing new. It's something that I did before. His name is Mouserakawa. So I just get this little mouse because it's a mouse, and it has the name Mouserakawa. Yeah. And he's gonna be the companion of Katsuyori. So let me open recent. Mouserakawa. So he's going to be the companion of Katsuyori. What is Katsuyori? Hence the name. It's a cat. So yeah, we did Katsuyori before, and right now we are gonna use or we are gonna do Mouserakawa, and I'll try to advance as much as I can. Well, the other thing that I like to you guys to do is, this is happens. You have on the sketchbook or something. just start sketching when I'm painting, or also start painting if you have a tablet and your computer in your home. You start painting and just show me the pictures. I won't critique it. I won't critique anything. I will help you out if you have some kind of like what we call what are these bad costumes, like artists we used to develop on time. Like yeah, is something that is bad, but we develop it because we think it's good. And by the way, if you want to support these artists, please remember, go to coffee.com/GusLunasArt and just buy me coffee. Love coffee. Really love coffee. A lot, actually. Thanks God for coffee. Well, and right now I'm gonna start doing this. But before doing this, let me remind you some stuff about concept art. First, concept art is making something that never existed into a concept. You brought a concept, how it's gonna look. So you are free to do whatever you want in the parameters that the client or the studio puts you first. For example, they want to do a dwarf, so do a guy that is like 6 foot tall or something like that, or 2 meters tall. No, they want a dwarf. So you have to do a dwarf. So you either go to the Lord of the Rings kind of Peter Jackson dwarf or the other kind of dwarfs. But if you have to do studies, you have to do some practicing. And then when you have the practicing about that kind of dwarfs, you can start doing like a bunch of sketches, like a bunch, literally a bunch, until you have one that is the one that you said, this is it, perfect. That is the one I want. Let me check my microphone, by the way. Yeah, oh yeah, microphone is here. So you see, okay, this is the one I want. And you go to your the art director or whoever and said, hey, this is it. This is the dwarf you asked me. And you have to start defending that dwarf. Because the guy will have another idea. No, I want a dwarf that is more like a Peter Jacksonish. No, I just want this dwarf because I like the noses, I like the kind of skin that I'm putting in the guy. I like this. And you start, telling the story about this. That is concept, it's a consequence. Yeah, it's a consequence. Consequence is consequent with the story the studio gives you about the dwarf, because they don't give you a sketch if you're a concept artist. They give you a story. They give you some characteristics. They give you just a dwarf with a huge, big saber, or a sword, or a hatchet, or an axe, or scissors, or a spear, or a yari, or is a dwarf that is also Japanese, or is also samurai. So yeah, the world is infinite. The possibilities are infinite for you to create something. So you just have to go and start sketching your soul out. That's why that's why I like to talk this channel. Sketching and painting your soul out. Yeah. Because this is it. This is what we have inside. This is what defines us as an artist. What we have in our souls, what we have inside. That little worlds that are effervescent with myriads and myriads of creatures that are just waiting to go and see the light, the existence, because you just haven't put it in the sketch. That's the truth. So yeah. So Mouserakawa is going to be like this, and we are trying to advance as much as we can. Good thing, don't have introductions today. We are just in this. So we are going to try to do this. And I apologize for the last 2 or 3 attempts to do this transmission, but something's weird is happening. I'll swear that I won't ever mess up with Streamlab OBS unless I'm 100% sure what I'm doing. But I'm not. So anyway, I will try to do next week. I won't try to do it next time. But anyway, let's go and see this, shall we? Oh, by the way, if you see me that I'm not in focus or something like that, or is something wrong with the image, please put it on the chat, and I will be glad to check it out. Ask me whatever you want to do in the chat. Invade me with questions. I don't care. I will try to answer all of them while on live or also, replying to you. And just remember this, when you ask me a question, I won't charge you. There is no $5. There is no $2 for a question. Well, it's $3 minimum if for a coffee. If you want to buy me a coffee, cheaper than Starbucks. But anyway, there is no a price per question. You can just ask me whatever. I mean, that is painting related. Yeah. So yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. And right now we are going to focus a little on frame Mouserakawa. So let me go to Mouserakawa again. Well, remember one thing. If you want happens to be in the vicinity on the internet and looking for the concept artist, go to duenastudio.com. Where best place to find an artist. I mean me. I'm the Studio. And also, if you wanna see, another things, go to my social network, which is Facebook or Instagram, and just start following me. I will be happy. And if you want to support your artist, just remember, go to coffee.com and buy me a coffee. That's it. So let's do another layer for this thing. And if I don't remember where the layers are, sure, Wacom will tell me where the layers are. New layer. Okay, now I know where the new layer is. And it's not making a layer. Why are you not making a layer? Well, later I will see it. So let's make a layer the old ways. Okay. And by the way, this is not in any way by Wacom or they are paying me, but I'm very, 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 very happy to have my Wacom. That's the way we are. Artists are so cheap because we are selling for the very expensive and nice stuff, like putting glasses and Wacoms. So yeah, let's start doing this. And now we have a Mouserakawa, and we'll have my new one. Let's start doing this. I'm using the real G pen because they have like a real G pen. Yeah. And let me make this little fella a little like this. Yeah. So let me see the color of this guy because I like to see the colors. Why? Because the colors gonna be my impression. Sure, it's okay. So yeah. No, I'm in the wrong layer. This is the thing that I like about this. See this? This is what I call pressure. You can use pressure for everything. Not under pressure, but yes, pressure. let me do this. I don't know what I don't have Facebook. Whatever. I'll see this later. Well, we are trying to do this. What is this? This is the line art. Line art. Yes, line art. Split. So this is the line art. Yeah. Wait. How are we doing? White lines. Oh my way. Yeah, wait. So you might ask me, what is this? This is actually a way for the mangas to do shading instead of using this and this. So they have developed this way to do it like this. To do some texture and pretty much to do some cross-hatching. It's actually cross-hatching. So the mangakas do this kind of cross-hatching. And I watched it in one video a long time ago during one of these classes about manga, and I liked the idea. And I said, okay, I'm gonna use it some way. I'm gonna use it. Yeah, this guy also can do this. Hmm. Yeah, so I can do this part. That is my remote control from the Wacom. You guys have no idea how happy I am in these days because I'm just about to finish another book. That means I will be able to take another commission or another book. So I call them first. But that's a good thing. Hmm. We have a problem, Houston, here. And it's that this handle doesn't agree. This handle should be here. So we use this. What? We use this, my friends. Because I don't want to make another one. So I just gonna go and move this guy to what it looks like more. Yeah, more like that. Actually, and we just go back to this. So almost done with this guy. So duplicate this layer and make a new one. And what is this new one is about? Well, I'm gonna make the pen a little bigger. No, no, 30 is too much. Probably 20. And now we'll go and start doing what I like the most, what is called this is what I call okay, this is what I call atmospheric perspective. So okay, let me duplicate this guy again. Duplicate layer, and gonna merge these two layers. We merge these two layers, and we get rid of whatever we have here. So this is pretty much our line art. As you can see, this is all line art. This is the thing that I've been doing, is line art. It's not as the line art that people like to see line art, but it's a way to do line art. So what I'm gonna do? Well, we will start doing right now what is called the ta-da-ta-da. We will try to do the flats. Where's the flats anyway? Well, flats. Let me tell you what flat. Flats is like the earth. Flat. No, guys, I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in flat earth. I believe in like the the earth is a sphere and it should be forever. So I don't believe in flat earth. Don't misunderstand me. That was a joke. So well, flat is like that. It's flat. It's gonna be a flat paint layer or something, and we'll use this because we need to see some values there, because it's gonna be the flat layer, the first layer for our paint to go in there. So let's see the flats. I'm gonna use, as always, the Harvey oil. That is the way I'm using all this time, the harness. So I'm gonna get this. Oh, where's this guy? So yeah, this is gonna be the flat layer. So this is the, yep, okay, sounds better. So 5 layers is gonna be here, and we will do the deharming oil. And let me see. Then, hmm, this is some way like a brownish. So yeah, I have some brownish here. First, let me know that. Yeah, well, pretty much will be pretty much okay. Okay, flats can be perfect or imperfect. I like imperfect flats. Why? Because I will be doing more perfected kind of work. Mhm. So, okay, let me do that. And the ears, this is like this part of the ears is gonna be like this. Don't worry about this part of the ear because I need this flat. And this part here will be like this. Maybe a little. Okay, samurai. Let me do the samurai thing. I will try to do this. I like this running kind of rope. It's like a greenish, and I like this color. So I will try to do something like this. And something greenish. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Hmm. Okay, guys, so this is the flats. Well, at least it's my idea of flats. So, why are we doing this? Well, because we like to go try to paint this from another layer. That's what the orthodoxy said about this, about the use of flats. You use the flats to paint via paint layer, so you can just paint from there. Actually, it can be this color, yeah. Yeah, so this is our little fella. And what we are going to do right now is trying to do some things with this guy. So let's to do face. Actually, this is the mouse. Just the mouse. Let's do just the mouse. Okay, let's do just the mouse. Try to do the mouse. So the mouse is this sort of color. Yellowish in some parts. Got to remove mouse much yellowish in some parts. So then we use my perfect. You will start asking me why I'm using the blender so small instead of using the blender too big. Because if I'm using the blender too big, this effect that I want to do, this kind of filaments that will appear in the when you are blending, it will disappear. It won't be there because it will be replaced like a giant block. And I don't want a giant block. I just want to have um, nice blending space where everyone or everything that should be there will be replaced. So we are creating this texture. And then we go here again. And instead of having this, we have a little smaller. And we will start doing a little like this. See these little lines that we are creating right now? Now we are gonna do this. We are gonna do this. We are just blending this into the desired effect. We're not destroying all the lines, we are just keeping part of the lines, we are blending the rest. So we will have this kind of texture for hairs in the place where they should be. See? Now we have some appearance of this reality, this kind of fur everywhere. So we can afford to create more lines if we want it. By the way, I like most ears. I think that the guys are cute, they are pretty nice, and we can just making these guys into Ronins, into samurais, because it is something that people is not much accustomed to, because they say, no, it's the mice are cute, and they have no okay. Well, this is a mice with a sword, so this it could be cute, but also it can be dangerous, you know, for your. Just try not to mess up with this little fella. So yeah, well, what we are doing is pretty much effects. What we need is effects, because these effects we have allowed to have this kind of this texture. Now we get back to this. Okay. Let me see. A little more yellow, a little more red in this part. Okay. So we need a little more of orange yellow. Orange. Oh. A little more of like pale yellow. Over here, a little more pale yellow. Yeah, a little more pale yellow this area. but I need this part. Hmm. Okay, so okay, so let's give this guy a little more light here. Yeah, probably something like that. Yeah, yeah. Now it looks better. Okay. Now, um, more. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Let me save Mouserakawa because I don't want to lose this guy. It was super cool. Mhm. Okay. So, next part. What is the next part? Face. Yeah, let's do the face. So the face has some gray. So like this guy. And also this is body for the hands and the other things. So let's do the same trick that we did. Okay, that looks better. Yep. Oh, this is what I'm watching. This is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna look for this guy. And just for you to know, this is something that I just developed in time. It's just I just knew that I can just make my lines, for example, like this, and put it on top of whatever I'm using. Like, for example, this is the See, this is what I call real details. We still have the face on some level, but we haven't finished the face. But we want it. Let me show you. See, looks more like a traditional painting. So if you come from traditional painting as me, you can just well mix techniques, and that is a nice thing because many people in, for example, in this world called digital, they used to like the way it looks like. I mean, when there's digital, they used to like the way for the digital stuff, but the problem is um, many many of these artists are creating brushes, and the brushes are so advanced that they mimic real world brushes. So you better have some kind of experience with doing and using real world brushes. So when you are just trying to use this and trying to apply in the digital, for the digital, you just have one mindset, which is just digital. You're just using digital. But if you went from traditional to digital, you have two mindsets to use. You have the newly acquired mindset for the digital, and the other mindset, which is the one for the traditional. So many people don't know much of this difference, and they just rely on what they know more. What they know? No, well, they're actually no more digital. So their expertise pretty much in the traditional and in the digital. And is that good? Is that bad? Well, that depends on what you're trying to do. Because if you're trying to position yourself as a good illustrator, you will have to like made up your way in a wall with this. The guys who has success is the guy who are able to blend or develop new techniques. Well, not new techniques, but it uses the other techniques that they already existed in the wall. That is the guys who are using this. If you are them, you know. So the uses of techniques that are probably they're not much in the digital will put you in advance because the only people who know these techniques is the people that has backgrounds and they are being used in this in the real world. Yeah, not in the digital. So you will have an advance for over over these other guys, and it's using things that they are not much accustomed to use. Okay, so far this is the face of the little fella. Hope you like it, guys. And maybe something here. Only something here too. Oh, yeah. So far this is the technique. This is the techniques that I'm using. Is a technique intuitive. I call it intuitive. Why? Because it's just using your intuition, your knowledge. So you have to have a background in every single art and being like some sort of geek and being what I say, being able to try to accomplish things that many people think that you're crazy for trying to do it. But the truth is you can do this. You're just making yourself a name. But the good thing about this technique, the one that you're seeing, this is the real life mice that I'm using. I'm trying to use a real like approach for this mice here. But why I'm using a real like approach instead of using the regular kind of management mice? Yeah, because believe that I like that style, and there is a firmly belief in me that what sets you apart from the crowd is what will lend you later a way better job. I mean, because we aren't just looking at this world to have a way better job. I mean, yeah, that's true. And well, so far you see this, and this is how much we had advanced in this little fella. Right now I'm gonna see how I'm doing this. Yeah, okay, we're doing good. So yeah, and I'm gonna go. Thank you guys. Well, what I just did the inking. I'm using the redrawing of certain lines because I want to create the appearance of three-dimensionality. This is called atmospheric perspective. Atmospheric perspective. That was the name. And also, I'm doing this kind of approach and this kind of painting because that is my style. I don't use many layers. I try to just use like a 2 or 3. Or I mean, if I have the mice, one is the layer. The katanas is another layer. Robes is another layer, and yeah, clothes is another layer, and that's it. That's gonna be the layers. If I have like a shack or something in the background, that will be another layer, and I'll try to accomplish that in one layer, because the background is for me is not important. More important is the subject, is the character. So what I'm trying to accomplish. So yeah. Anyway, have you seen this technique is putting one layer on top of each other and trying to use not like the other guys that they paint the layer, the ink layer, they paint with a color and trying to make it smoother. What I'm doing is painting the colors instead of the layer, like I was doing like this is called this is in Spanish we have a word for this. I don't know the word in English for that, but in Spanish is veladuras, which is a layer over another layer and another layer, and they are diluted colors. I use that technique in watercolors. It pretty much is normal, but I use that technique also and kind of watercolor um, acrylics. So I use this much in acrylics, but acrylics with water. So this is a water layer on top of another water layer until I have this desired effect. By the way, they blend the colors even when they're dry, which is great. It has this richness in color, so it's something that you should try. Just try, get and try to use your regular technique, but instead of doing the colors like pure and like mixing the colors, so having also the palette, let's do the colors and do this kind of water layers. So just put one top on another and try to use your acrylics the same way you're using your watercolors, but be afraid, be warned, I mean, that the acrylics, they just dry fast. Yeah, but it's a nice experience, and it's this mixing of techniques. Also, these techniques for the wash layers, it can be applied. Also, it's pretty much applied on oil colors, so you can use both. And let me know in the comments if you have seen these techniques or you want to use it. Well, one day we will try to do a more traditional approach of this, and I will try to do this in a traditional way, because I just find out that my cell phone can transmit to my OBS. I'm not sure about the speed, but let me tell you, my telephone has like a 300 megabytes or more modem inside the phone, the wireless modem of my phone is like a 300 megabytes per second or something like that. But let me see how can you know do this. And by the way, just put me in the commentaries about this. And then just don't remember, and just remember that if you want to support this artist, go to coffee.com and buy me a coffee. Yeah, I'm begging for money. Yeah, I know. Sorry. And also subscribe to this channel so I don't have to beg you for money. So yeah, subscribe to this channel. The more subscribers I have, the closest I have to become a real influencer. I don't want to be that. I just want to keep this straight and try to share with you guys my style. And we try to discover new styles and new stuff that we can just do. Yeah, we can do a bunch of things and we can just discover new styles. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is something that I just don't do. And also, don't forget to use references. You need a reference for everything. I have a reference for a rat, a mouse. It's a deer mouse, actually. I have a reference for a deer mouse. I have a different reference for samurais, for clothes. I have an illustration of samurai with a cat that I like it much, a lot. So I'm just, you know, using this as a reference. You can use it as a reference for poses, for weapons, for pretty much everything. And just don't forget to subscribe. Help me out to grow this channel. It's just a simple click. And remember, Mouserakawa call you. Subscribe. Well, he's so cute. Anyway, but also remember this. I am present in social media. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Go there and follow me. And then don't worry if you and don't forget this. You need also if you need a illustrator, go to my website at donasstudio.com. I am Donas Studio. Don't ask me for a job because I'm not asking for jobs right now. I'm not that big to give jobs right now, but I can give you my best advice to try to land you in this difficult world of being an artist in the digital age. But I could help you out, not to find a job, not to give you my jobs, but to try to find you one. Not, I'm not gonna try to find you one, but I will give you some hints to try to find yourself one, the way I did. But also, don't forget to subscribe again and follow me and go to this place, Instagram, Facebook, the places that I have, and follow me there. I'm trying to put on new content every single week, or at least try to do live painting every single Saturday at night. And for those that are the first time here, let me tell you this: my name is Gus. I'm an artist, I'm a painter, and I was right now I'm an illustrator for children's book, and I have this passion for creating characters, and I really love mouses. Yeah, all my pets were mouses or rodents are related, like rabbits, like guinea pigs, like hamsters and mice. No deer mice, I never had one. So I wish I had one, but I don't know if my wife likes the deer mice. I don't think she likes the deer mice. But anyway, also what I'm doing this channel is trying to pour myself out and try to show you what's the depth of my technique. And if you have something like a question or want me to check one of your works, I will give you my honest review, my honest critique, and you don't get discouraged because I see many of these guys that said all the time, I wasn't born with this kind of talent, which is nonsense. If you want to draw and you don't know how to draw, you should learn how to draw. But this is after 1 year happens that your drawing still sucks. That means that probably you don't have it. And I don't want you to lose your time and your money because the people say, no, you need to buy yourself a Wacom, you need to buy yourself FP Paint. FP Paint is the better for for the artists that are just starting. Well, yeah, it's true. When I started, I have an FP Paint. But the truth is, if you are not even an artist and you are not even starting, it's gonna be a very expensive hobby. Yeah, a very expensive hobby. Yeah, your friends can buy your stuff and this, but turns out when you go to a place when there's more professional people, when there's more skillful people, and you see what they do, you will see what real pain is. Yeah, and you don't want that. So I don't want to discourage you, but if you don't have it, you don't have it. There's many things in the world that you can be good at and excel at, but it's not necessarily this. For example, um, I don't think I'm a good mechanic of my bicycle. I have dexterity, but I think I really suck. I really suck at this. Yeah, at that. And yeah, that's true. That doesn't mean I'm bad. That doesn't mean it's something that I lack in my brain. I wasn't born with that. That's it. But that is the level of expertise that you can just cultivate over the years. And by the way, you are not going to be, unless you are a prodigy, you are not going to be a great artist all in less than a year. It took years. It takes years. It takes years of, sweating, of just discouraging all the time and trying not to discourage yourself. It actually takes years. So yeah, I don't want to discourage you, but if you have this kind of talent, be prepared because the word starving artist is a reality. It's not a fantasy. It's not like it's not a romanticized concept. What is a romanticized concept? You know, the romantics. The romantics were a kind of poets and artists during the 1800s that they practically romanticized everything. So they romanticized legends. They romanticized and they were savage. They were just wild guys. That they were willing to burn the world to ashes in order to have the perfect utopic society. The first utopist, you can say. Well, romanticize means that you put something that is probably crude and just elevate it to the maximum exponential number of that, and you just said it's great. When the reality is being a starting artist is hard because it is happening by me. I have a family. I have to put a child to university and I have to feed him. Yeah, that is things that I have to have in your mind. But there are many things that you have to have, like a side job, or actually your main job, while you're doing your side job, which is the art. into your main job, which is graphic design, which is being an illustrator for things that you don't like, or being a photographer, or being a web designer, or being whatever those stuff while you're cultivating your real passion. So don't discourage if you don't have the quality of the other guys, because it turns out that probably your quality is not as theirs. They are excellent in one thing that they've been practicing all the time, but they're not just experts in one style. But if you can have the expertise in 2 or 3 more styles, you are more marketable. That means if somebody needs this realistic stuff for the comics, they will hire you. If somebody needs childish stuff, they will hire you. If somebody needs a concept art that looks like Marty and Mort or something like that, or the Family Guy kind of stuff, they will hire you. So yeah, they will hire you if they know that you can be, super flexible. That doesn't mean about money. It means about style. If you can be super flexible in style, then you can just get what is necessary to put your first foot into the threshold of the door of the art world. So that is my best advice at this time, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. Next week we will be finishing this nice. This is a nice mouse. We'll finishing this nice mouse, and we will try to accomplish a little more with this. And when I'm using an Apple Pad, aka iPad Pro. Well, turns out my daughter has an iPad Pro. She's not even a drawer, but she has an iPad Pro with a pencil. One of these days I'm gonna start, doing Procreate, which is cheaper. It's like $10. Yeah, I can have it, but I will try. But why I don't have it? Well, because I don't see any professional in YouTube using iPads. Just one guy, only one guy. The rest of the guys are using Wacoms. Why? Well, probably they know something that we don't know, and it's that at the end of the day, this is the tool, and the main computer is this big fella that I have here. That is why you need a huge big computer. But the iPad Pro is nice. It's beautiful. She has one. It's beautiful. And what I don't like much about that is it's just this. See, this is 22 inches of beauty. The iPad Pro is 10.2 or 11 inches. And by the way, if I have a computer, I can play. There's not many games for the iPad Pro. Oops! Just trashing from the gamer. Bullshit. Oh, sorry. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for help me out to make bigger this channel, and please subscribe. And thank you for see this little fella here and whatever we're doing. I wait for you next week. And again, apologize for these 3 attempts to try to transmit today, and I had no idea what just happened. And I promise, I cross my heart, I won't trust that again. I will leave it as I leave it. So yeah, well, thank you so much for joining me, and have a blessed weekend. Or what is left of the weekend? I mean, the only day left of the weekend is tomorrow. So have a blessed weekend, and help us out, to spread the word about this channel, and help me out to make this community growing. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.